Hi, my name is jackdrolet. I'm an ESL teacher at Central Michigan University, and we're going to look at one of the many ways that Audacity can be useful for teaching ESL. Audacity is free audio editing software available from sourceforge.net, and it can be used to slow down audio files. And I'm going to go through this step by step, but if you're already familiar with Audacity, then you probably don't want to have to watch this whole video, so I'll just give you the basics. You're going to start off by selecting the audio track, and then go to the Effects menu, select Change Speed, decrease the speed by anywhere from about 10 to 20%, and that'll sound pretty funny, so you have to go back to the Effects menu, select Change Pitch, and this time increase the pitch, I think by an equal amount that you decreased the speed. And that sounds decent. Now today happens to be right around the 40th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So I've chosen a piece from NPR to give my students some background and some information about the famous American civil rights leader. So here's the story, and then I click on Listen Now, and this player pops up. So this will play the file on my computer. However, this is not something that I can save to my computer and then make a CD with. So I open up Audacity in the background, and I know you can't see that very well, but I set that to mono mix. I hit record, and then I press play here, and then Audacity will record it in the background.
And I'm Michelle Norris. It's been exactly 40 years since Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was killed in Memphis, Tennessee. 40 years, a lifetime ago.
Okay, I'm going to let this finish recording the whole story, and when it's done, I'll show you how to slow down the audio file to make it just a little bit easier for ESL students to comprehend.
On the radio, Otis Redding, who died 4 months earlier, had this #1 hit song.
Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia.
Alright, it has finished recording now, and actually as I take a look at this, it looks like I had the recording volume just a little bit too loud, and that won't sound quite right if I put this on a CD or anything else. So I'm going to zoom out by pressing Control 3, and then I can see the whole thing. And then I go up to the envelope tool, hit that, and I'm just going to quiet this whole thing down a little bit. Get out of the envelope function. I can zoom back in with Control 1. And now the whole purpose of this video is to change the speed. So I select the whole file, and I go up to the Effects menu. Sorry that you can't see that too well. Go up to the Effects and select Change Speed. And then I'm going to reduce this by 15%. With a file this big, this is going to take a little bit of time. When it finishes, we can play it.
This is All Things Considered from NPR News. I'm Robert Siegel.
And I'm Michelle Norris. It's been exactly 40 years since Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was killed in Memphis, Tennessee. 40 years, a lifetime ago.
And obviously that's going to be a little bit too slow. So the next thing we can do is to change the pitch. So I select the whole thing, and I slowed it down by 15%. I'm going to increase the pitch by 15%. I don't know if that's the correct mathematical formula or not. I just use a 1-to-1 ratio. So I slow the speed down and then increase the pitch.
This is All Things Considered from NPR News. I'm Robert Siegel.
And I'm Michelle Norris. It's been exactly 40 years since Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was killed in Memphis, Tennessee.
So I think that sounds decent. It makes it a little bit easier for ESL students to understand. Okay, as a quick recap, from the Effects menu, you can change the speed and decrease it anywhere from 10 to 20%. In this video, I decreased it by 15%. And then that, of course, sounds pretty funny. So go back to the Effects menu and change the pitch of the selected audio track. I've just been increasing it by the same amount that I decreased the speed. I don't know if there's actually a better formula for that, but that's what sounds about right to me. If you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to contact me at droletja@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.